Hello, dear viewers. If you're a fan of the Shadow Slave web novel, you've probably noticed that the main character, Sunny, is often depicted wearing a mask in the promotional posters. Today, we're diving into the origin of that enigmatic mask, how Sunny came to possess it, what abilities it grants, its storied past, and the pivotal role it's played in his journey. In the early chapters, Sunny wasn't wearing any mask. It's not until chapter 277, titled Demon of Fate, that he discovers something extraordinary. There, in a ruined underground cell beneath the broken statue of a nameless goddess, he finds a kneeling corpse shrouded in a dark mantle, sealed within a fractured magic circle. Drawn by runes too intense for his mind to bear, Sunny reads the final etched prayer, a reverent address to Weaver, the demon of fate, firstborn of the unknown. As he reaches out, the corpse disintegrates into dust, revealing only one remaining object, a lacquered black mask gleaming faintly in the torchlight. That is how Sunny acquires the Weaver's mask. In chapter 278, Sunny unlocks the memory sealed within the mask, unveiling its staggering nature. Rank, Divine, Tier 7, and the ceiling of power in this realm. Type, Tool. Description: it embodies Weaver's philosophy. Weaver believed that knowledge was the origin of power, and so always hid behind numerous lies, wearing them as a mantle. No one knew Weaver's thoughts, Weaver's face, and Weaver's heart. Even the gods could not see what hid behind the mask. Enchantments, only 3 but supremely potent. 1. Mantle of Lies. Conceals the wearer's identity so thoroughly that not even divine sight or prying detection can pierce through. 2. Unspecified, adding to the mask's mystery. 3. Simple Trick, leaving readers intrigued about its exact effect. Sunny is awestruck, not only by the mask's power, but by the fact that such overwhelming magic comes with only 3 enchantments. Sunny's breath caught. Such a compact set of enchantments housed within a web of diamond-thin power. It was beyond comprehension. Weaver is not a person, but a myth given shape, an avatar of fate, a demon who held dominion over its threads, yet hid themselves behind deception. On temple walls, they appeared as a tall being, cloaked in darkness, wearing that mask, horned, fang-like, revered and feared in equal measure. Visions painted Weaver as nebulous, with 8 sinuous arms, 1 porcelain-crafted, voice a chorus of hopeless prayers echoing from behind the mask. Spiders symbolized their worship, delicate threads in their web, a metaphor for fate itself. By giving Sunny the mask, Weaver bound him, not only in blood, but in the essence of fate itself. The mask was a relic forged by fate, and Sunny unwittingly became Weaver's heir. Over time, the mask became both companion and curse. Sunny wore it only when the world left no room for mistakes. He used it as his mongrel persona, a faceless guise that concealed both identity and intent, but posturing wary of its cost. In moments of confrontation, when recognition meant danger, he draped the mantle of lies over his presence, walking unseen. Cassie's sharp perception dimmed. Even gods could not touch that secret. Yet fear of its power stayed him. He knew that fusing with the Weaver's mask, or the deeper memory strands, bordered on obliteration of self. The weave showed him impossible patterns, fate's tapestry in full. Witnessing that thread could drive anyone mad, or worse, erase them. Sunny's wariness was well-founded. The memory of that weave, witnessed in fractal brilliance, nearly shattered his soul. As a saint, he barely survived attempting to peer into fate's maze. These memories had stared into him, and he did not always look back. That fear became caution. The mask remained in reserve, an unspoken power held at bay, only used when the stakes surpassed his appetite for survival. Stories whispered in secret circles speak of possibilities hidden in the mask's 3rd enchantment. What if Weaver left a back door for Sunny? What if, once he masters weaving, his flaw flips, what he speaks becomes truth instead of lies? Others claimed Weaver's essence may have created Sunny's flaw to seal destiny and bind their bloodline line, if only to entrust one soul to fix what they couldn't. Some even trace lineage. Perhaps Broken Sword held Weaver's blood, so much that gods feared him. Why not Sunny too? Fate always seemed to stir him. Perhaps Sunny will shatter the mask itself, defy fate's binding by letting his will shine through both light and shadow. These are the myths and speculations murmured by readers and scholars alike. Tales of legacy, rebellion, and transformation. Quiet as it sits, the Weaver's mask pulses with whispered power. Sunny's path is still drawing itself out along the tapestry. Will he one day unlock the hidden enchantment? Will he twist the simple trick, casting aside his flaw to seize truth as his weapon instead of hindrance? Perhaps the mask will be his final reflection, either his destroyer or his crown. In either case, it has become his companion, not in flesh, but in fate, memory, and the unspeakable weight of power. And so, fellow seekers, the Weaver's mask remains part mystery, part burden, and part destiny. Crafted by a demon of fate, soaked in secrets, wielded only when hope dressed in shadows. It hides, it binds, it remembers, and it may yet define the end of Sunny's story. If this dive into the mask's hidden threads stirred something in you, please leave a like, subscribe for more deep lore journeys, and ring the bell to never miss the unraveling threads of fate. May your own shadows guide you, and may the Weaver of Destiny be ever in your favor.